What's up? All right, here we go. Here we go. What's up, y'all? I know this is a little, this is a late live, especially for a weekday. However, I just wanted to come on here and get some things off of my chest because I feel some things need to be discussed. What's up, y'all? Girl, I'm just in here thinking, girl. I'm just in here thinking. It's a school night. Um, we're not gonna be in here all night for real tonight. If it was a weekend, I could probably go for 3 or 4 hours. But tonight we're not gonna be on here all night. So listen, I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here, and then we're gonna get started. Just for the girls who don't know, the Real Housewives of Potomac. What's up, Rebecca? How you doing? What's up, Q? I didn't even speak to y'all. Amy, J Darkness, Elise, Toya, Miss Crystal, Rudy, D James, R Renee, Epic Events. What's up, Lucy? Candy Love. What's up, Candy Love? Pretty Money, Marie. What's up, y'all? All right, so listen. The review is up for Real Housewives of Potomac. It's kind of long. I think it's almost like an hour. What's up, y'all? It's almost an hour long. Girl, we got into some mess. Girl. So let's go. Let's get into it because we gotta go. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what's going on. Girl, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on up there in Georgia. But let me tell y'all something. Come on, Beaumont, Texas. Let me tell y'all something. They locking up white people, y'all. Girl. I don't know all the details because it just was released today. So I'm gonna make another Hot Topics video tomorrow so we can go into the details about the situation as far as the numbers and all that. But girl, Todd, Chrisley, and Judy, bitch, they are inmate 57-2001 and inmate 573-00057. They sending their asses to jail. When I tell you, they say Todd got 13 years and that white woman got 7. Y'all niggas better be safe out there when y'all scamming and scheming because they locking white people up. When they start locking white people up and giving white people 12 and 13 and 7 years, I don't remember the exact number. But when they start locking white people up, girl, y'all niggas got some shit to be worried about. Because if you was a nigga, they going to give you about 99 years for a hot check. We know how they do. Okay? A bitch done wrote a check just to get her lights turned back on, honey. They done sent your ass to jail for about 75 years. Bitch, they locking up them white people. When I tell you, bitch, no tea, no shade, I hope Todd is okay. I hope Todd is okay. Because no tea, no shade. Todd is already a little swish down river. And Todd is very petite. Todd might be happy, quiet as it's kept, because Todd get to live in his truth now. Because as far as I've been concerned, bitch, Todd was my auntie. Girl, Todd was my auntie. Todd gonna be free. Todd gonna be fine. He gonna be fine. He gonna find. He gonna be fine. He gonna have a time in his life. He gonna become some. He gonna become somebody's wife. Girl, y'all be safe out there. Girl, y'all be safe out there. I'm gonna talk about Todd and Julie tomorrow some more because I remember when Chrisley Knows Best first came on. I was even, I'm nosy. y'all know I'm nosy. y'all know I'm nosy. Y'all know I'm nosy. That's why you have to be very, very careful about when you live these over the top lifestyles. When you live these over the top lifestyles and you're very flamboyant and you like, luxury and, fabulosity and the riches and all that stuff, honey, you have to be careful about what you show off. Because the girls is counting your money. Because quiet as it's kept, I never really understood how Todd and Julie was living that lifestyle anyways. Off that little clothing store. Remember when Julie Knows Best first came on, they had like a clothing store or a clothing line or some shit like that, or they own some clothing stores, and I was like, girl, they can live a real good lifestyle. Girl, they live in a real good lifestyle. I didn't understand it then, cause I started. Okay, well, girl, how much they make? You remember? Okay, because for the girls who don't, Chrisley Knows Best been on TV, and when it first came on, I don't think a lot of people watched it. A few of us, I know, I was watching it. I thought the show was a kiki, and I used to love the way Todd, and I used to love, and another reason, and I thought it was good that I saw a gay man on TV until they said he was straight. In my mind, Todd was always my auntie. Todd was always my auntie. Todd was always my auntie. I love the fact that this gay man had a wife who knew he was gay, his kids knew he was gay, and then nobody cared. That's what I thought. I be over here telling my shit self. I'm telling myself shit. So in my head, Todd was gay. Todd was gay. I didn't care what nobody had to say. His wife knew, so it was okay. His kids knew. His mama knew. Everybody knew Todd was gay. He wanted a life. He wanted the family. That's what I told myself. Todd wanted the family. Because Todd is very, very probably conservative, right? And so he couldn't escape. He really couldn't escape. I'm telling y'all, this is what I think. I bet y'all like this motherfucker just be making up stories on people's lives. I be having everybody's life figured out, especially the ones like Todd. So in my head, I felt like Todd, he really is my auntie, but he couldn't live that life. And he wanted what he saw on TV probably, or how his mother grew up. He wanted that wife, the kids, the picket fence. And so he found a woman that was okay with his bisexuality. I think he gay. I mean, he bisexual if he was Julie, but I think really Todd is gay. And he found Julie, and Julie was okay with him being a little, because Todd is very much, Todd is very much, and Julie was okay with it. Julie was okay with it. She was like, okay, whatever. Like, you're going to provide me with this lifestyle. You're going to provide me with this lifestyle. I'm going to live like a rich white woman. I'm going to go ahead and have these kids by you. If you fuck these niggas, you better use a condom. You know what I'm saying? And then, and the rest is history. And then, one of Todd's sons started acting up. They got a black biracial mix, whatever, child. They, their daughter, his son had a baby by a black girl. Julie might be a soft stud, but yeah, girl, I had already told myself that Todd was an auntie anyway. So that's what I told myself, and I ain't changed, girl. And my story been That's been in my head since they stepped on USA. Since Todd and Julie stepped their asses on USA, that man been gay in my head, and it ain't never changed. But shout out to Julie and Todd. You know, again, I mean, girl, we'll get into it. I mean, it really ain't that much to say, but we can get into some more tomorrow because, honey, let me tell you something. This is how you know white people be surprised. Because, girl, they say his son got into a wreck this morning. See, this is a problem with white people. Y'all don't be thinking y'all going to jail. Y'all don't think y'all be going to jail when y'all commit these crimes. Y'all think they just sending the niggas to jail. But they sending y'all asses to jail too. That's exactly why that little white boy ran his car into a pole this morning. Because when he found out the news that mommy and daddy was going to jail, bitch, he was shocked and ran that car off the road. That's what happened. We'll talk about it though. We'll talk about it. Because you got to be, let me tell you something. And then we gonna move on. For real though. You have to be a psychopath. You have to be a psychopath. You have to be a narcissist. You have to be just detached from reality. You have to be, you really have to feel like you're untouchable. From the Jen Shaws to the I'm throwing Phaedra in there too. Phaedra and Apollo. Please don't get it twisted. I don't give a damn when nobody say Phaedra knew what the fuck Apollo was doing. Period. From the Todd and Julie's to the Phaedra and Apollos to the Jen Shaws and the allegedly Erica Jane and that white man who she married was still. We know that nigga. We know Tom was stealing. Like, you know how do you understand for you to be doing something as illegal as what they're doing and to hop your ass on TV? Do you know how crazy that shit sounds? Do you know how crazy that shit, like, you know, you're just living a whole fucking girl criminal lifestyle. And you know your ass can end up in prison. In real life, it ain't like you just wrote a little check, you know, at Walmart. Girl, the most that's probably gonna happen if you ain't wrote a check that's too much is, girl, you just can't write checks at Walmart no more. Y'all know how the check game go. You know, you write a check, you know what I'm saying? Girl, they'll let you write checks no more at Publix because you done wrote a check. You done wrote 3 checks for $275. I mean, you done wrote 1 check for $113, 1 check for $217, girl, 1 check for $479. So at that point, they just put you on a do not write checklist. That's it. You ain't going to jail. They send you to jail. You know, it's one thing for you to do some small shit like that versus, bitch, you out here stealing millions and millions and millions and millions and millions, bitch, and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Like, do you know how dumb you got to be like Apollo? I'm going into a whole. You know how dumb you have to be like Apollo to get your ass on TV and tell us that I go to the strip club and I spend $5,000 to $8,000, and everybody watching Real Housewives of Atlanta is trying to figure out what the fuck you get $5,000 to $8,000 from just to blow at the strip club because, Apollo, you ain't got no job. So where is this money coming from? Where is money coming from, Apollo? Because you ain't got no job. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you got damn near $8,000 to blow at the strip club. Jen Shaw, another one. What did I tell y'all? Girl, what did I tell y'all? When Jen Shaw first got her ass on my TV screen, I came down here and I asked y'all, what the fuck does Jen Shaw do? Okay. Uncle Sam want his money, bitch. You better file your taxes. Jen Shaw. Another one. Got her ass down to TV. And remember, I was asking y'all, what the fuck do Jen Shaw do? What does Jen Shaw do? Because I see this woman on my TV screen and she don't wear nothing but designer. Nothing but designer. Her husband is an assistant coach at the local university. This bitch got like 13 assistants. Yes. I think that woman had like 8. No, for real, I think she had like 8 or 9. She had a lot. Like, what is this woman doing to the point where where she needs this many assistants, right? She can afford luxury on top of 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 luxury brands. This lady can go to Vegas and get a whole store shut down just for her to shop. And I'm like, what is this lady doing? Girl, where she work at? And then remember when she got to the reunion and she tried to explain what she did? And I still remember this to this day. When I did the review for season 1, I was like, girl, I don't know. I can't explain to y'all what Jen do for a living. I didn't understand it. I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all, like, don't scam. Don't scam. Don't scam, y'all. But if you gonna scam, it will make sense to me for you to try to make your identity as like not known as possible. If that makes sense what I just said. Like, it makes no sense for me for you to scam and then get your ass on TV. It makes no sense to me for you to scam and girl have a YouTube page. It makes no sense for you to scam and have an Instagram page, girl, showing everybody your riches. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, I would think that, girl, you wouldn't have no YouTube page, no Instagram page, no Facebook page, no goddamn MySpace, no Black Planet, no POF, no Tinder, no Jack, Grindr, Scrub, Christian Mingle. Bitch, I would think that you would just be living a low profile. The girls who know you got it, and girl, it is what it is. You ain't got a lot of friends. And the friends you do got, they know you probably a scammer. Because they probably scamming too. Girl, get your ass up and go to work. That's all I can tell y'all. That's all I can tell y'all. That's it. That's all I can tell y'all. I don't know how y'all do it. Girl, they say that white man got 13 or 12 years and the white woman got 7. That's a long ass time. That's a long ass time to be in jail, y'all. Prison, not jail. It's a difference. I mean, it's the same to me, quiet as it's kept. Okay, no friends at all, to be honest. You really like that's I don't understand the girls who get on TV and get caught. I don't understand it because we shouldn't even we should not know about Todd and Julie. We shouldn't. We should not know about Jen Shaw. We should not know about Apollo. We should know about any of these folk. And the last thing that they should want to do is get their asses down to the goddamn TV because they want to be famous. That's the problem. They want to be famous. Bitch, if you don't sit your scamming ass down and go live a rich life until your ass get caught, or if you don't get caught, then good for you. You made it out, boo. I don't know, child. I don't know. Mm-mm. 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 Girl, let's move on. Let's move on, y'all. All right. Who we talking about first? Besides second, not first. Girl, let's go ahead and just talk about this real fast. This ain't really that much.
Battery, 20%.
Hold up. Let me try to hook this up. Girl, we're gonna talk about Puff Daddy's son, Christian Combs.
Connected to Rodney's iPad.
Christian Combs.
Netflix too. Rodney's mad quick hair.
Oh, they did. Girl, Hush Pepper did get 11 for 300 million. Girl, Hush Puppy might be all right because he could get out. Girl, quiet as his kept. Quiet as his kept. Bitch, Hush Puppy might be all right. He could do that little 11 years if he had if he was doing it the right way, girl. He got some money saved up in some offshore account. Get out and girl, he'll be all right. I just said, he might be all right, girl. Hush Puppy might be all right if he wasn't blowing through all that goddamn money. Do your time, get your ass out, and bitch didn't disappear. I mean, at that point, I guess you could still flaunt it because you done did your time. I don't know, Chad. I don't know how that works. Let me say something. I don't know how the scamming game work. I don't want to know how the scamming game work. Bitch, I make YouTube videos and sell t-shirts on the side. Bitch, I make YouTube videos and I sell t-shirts and sweaters. www.rodneythavoice.com. I don't know nothing else outside of that. I don't want to know nothing else. That don't have nothing to do with me. I got one social security number. I got one date of birth. I got one address. I got one name. That's it. It ain't hard to find me. I ain't got no 17 CPNs. Okay, I told y'all how the student loans found me just like that. When you live in a legit life, the people gonna find you. Okay, now when you ain't living a legit life, bitch, it's gonna take a while to find you. Oh, shout out to all the girls out there with CPNs. Y'all know what a CPN is. I'm sure some of y'all got one. No tea, no shade. I still love you. Y'all know what a CPN is, girl. All right. Anyways, let's go on. So Christian, bitch, I'm just saying, girl. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. Here we go, y'all. Y'all ready? So Christian Combs. He was on Lip Sync. He was on Angela Yee's podcast, and they were talking about bodies. I'm gonna play the clip of Christian Combs and and baby, when I tell you, baby, I'm sober. Baby, I ain't had nothing to drink, honey. Baby, I'm cutting up just off water. That's what I told y'all. I told y'all I couldn't drink. I told y'all I couldn't drink because earlier, when I made that Real Housewives of Potomac review, I knew I couldn't have no alcohol in my system because if I had some alcohol in my system, girl, that review really would have been a hot-ass mess. And I probably would have had to fight somebody's husband. So I was like, girl, I'm not even going to get on here with no alcohol in my system because, girl, if I get on here and say the wrong thing, girl, I'm going to have to invite Gordon, girl, Ray or Ray or Karen's son, fuck around, have to fight Corey, Carter, and Juan. Have to fuck around and fight Jamal, Adore, Angel, and girl, Hope, whatever them kids' names is, girl. So I'm gonna leave the alcohol alone, child. All right, so Christian Combs. And in real life, I'm all over I'm all over the place. To me, the only way that I know I'm back on CPNs, girl. The only way a CPN would make sense to me is if you really just got fucked up credit and you need somewhere to live, right? Because, if you trying to find somewhere decent to stay, then I guess a CPN would come in handy. People use it as social security numbers. Thank you, Angelina. Can we all agree Rodney has one of the nicest smiles? Thank you. You're going to have me cheesing all day. I guess, but to me, past that, I feel like CPNs are stupid because if you build up all of this credit or build up all of this whatever on that CPN, then it's not going to come in handy when you really want to get serious about your life. You know what I'm saying? So like what about if you get to the point where you want to buy like a home or you want to buy a condo or like a car? Does that CPN really come in handy? So you probably use it to get credit cards and you probably paying the credit cards off, but it's not really going towards your real social security number. So when it's time to use your social security number, girl, you really can't use it because your credit's still fucked up. I don't know. That's the way I'm looking at it. So I would just say, get your credit together, girl. Get your credit together, girl. Get your credit together. Right, it's a loophole. And that's the thing. It's a loophole. To me, it's supposed to be, to me, like I said, I don't know about this stuff, but to me, I feel like you should only use it to kind of like probably get you into an apartment, right? Because your credit probably fucked up. You probably don't want to ask your mama or your best friend to co-sign for your apartment. So I finally got me a good job. I make enough money, but my credit's still fucked up. And I don't want to pay the high ass deposit. I don't know, girl, depending on where you live. I don't know, child. To me, girl, just get your credit together. Just get your credit together, girl. Girl, just get your credit together, girl. We all got to get our girl. I had to get my credit together, girl. Girl, just work on your credit, baby. That's all I can tell you. Work on your credit. It's gonna take a couple of years. Girl, just get your credit together, girl. That's all I can tell y'all, girls. Girl, get your credit together, honey. Leave them goddamn CPNs alone, girl. Y'all asses gonna end up in jail. And I ain't got no money to put in your books, so don't ask me for shit. You hear me? Don't ask me for shit. I don't have no money to put in your books. Your ass shouldn't have been doing what you was doing to end your ass up in jail in the first place, okay? Stay your ass away from CPNs. Stay your ass from scheming and scamming, okay? When I started getting my credit together, I started seeing my credit go up. I think somebody just said 6 to 9 months. It's not going to go up like, it's going to go up. You'll start to see a change. You'll start to see it creep up like, oh. It's like, okay. Girl, just get your credit together, honey. That's it. That's all I can tell y'all, girl. That's all I can tell y'all. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, child, because we were talking about CPNs and all that shit. Okay, so this is Christian Combs. I said we was not going to be on here this long. Okay, so Christian Combs. This is what he had to say down to Angela Yee's podcast. Okay, here we go. Why it's not connected? Don't tell me it's not connected. Oh, God. Hold up, y'all. I'm not about to play this game.
90%. Connected to Rodney's iPad.
Okay. Hold up. Why is it not running?
Connected to Rodney's MacBook Air.
Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm about to play the clip of Christian Combs having a conversation at Angela Yee's podcast. And he says basically he won't date a woman with too many bodies.
Right now, I won't ever date a woman who...
I won't ever date a woman who got too many bodies. Like.
How would you even know? Right, how would you know?
I mean, if they
If the streets
on the
is
street,
talking?
if they like, yo, she outside, like, it's like, it's too crazy.
That might make her more experienced, though. She really could put it down.
True.
And these
But
days...
it might not be like, you know what I'm saying? It might not be right.
And when I say date, okay, what about would you sleep with a woman who had a lot of bodies, but maybe not date her?
Nah.
Nothing? But what if you find out
I don't want to
after?
get in between none of that. If it's after the fact, then it's like, it already happened.
The streets be lying though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You can't always listen to the
your name
streets.
shouldn't even be in the streets if you were me.
Your name in the streets.
Yeah, your name in the
Yeah.
streets, but his
My
right,
name
not in
Exactly.
Hey, we number one in the street. Can't stop, won't stop.
Christian, your daddy is the streets. That's the one. Christian ain't got no business talking about nobody's bodies when your daddy got more bodies than most. In Christian's defense, because he is so young, I would not expect him to be with someone who has slept around. You see what I'm saying? I think he's like a young 20 something. So if he is also dating within his age gap, then I guess it would make sense for them both not to really have a lot of bodies. However, if this is why I say it really is kind of important for men to watch what they say sometimes, because really and truly, the truth of the matter is all it takes is for a man to say a woman is a hoe before she's a hoe. It really just takes one man to be like, oh man, she a hoe, I smashed her. At that point, Christian is going to take the word of the streets or the word of this man because he probably smashed her or he knows somebody that smashed her. So that means that she's been ran through. And another thing I want to say is this. When y'all niggas say shit like that, you sound dumb as fuck. Do you know how slow, stupid, dumb, retarded you sound by saying that a woman is a hoe because she slept with you? Oh, dog, she a hoe. I fucked her. Oh, dog, she a hoe, dog. I smashed her. Oh, shit, no, dog, no, dog. One of my homies fucked her. So that makes her a hoe because she fucked a home? Because she fucked you? Girl, huh? That don't even... How that even make sense? But Christian, I'm not gonna go too hard on Christian because if your mama was still alive, your mama could probably tell you who got the most bodies. And it's probably your daddy. And from what exhibits say, and if you really want to just be serious about it, from what exhibits say, girl, from what exhibits say and what the streets say, Puff Daddy like pussy on the weekday and dick after midnight on the weekend. That's what the streets say. Now, I don't know how true that is, girl, but they say Puff Daddy like pussy and dick or pussy and ass or pussy and bussy. I don't know. But Exhibit said, girl, he looked up one time and Puffy had him at the motherfucking Punk Club. So I'm just trying to say, Exhibit said years ago, I've been told y'all this story. Exhibit said years ago, it was him, I think Superhead, and somebody else, and Puff Daddy asked him to go to the club, and when they looked up, they was at the motherfucking gay club. That's what Exhibit said. And he was confused on why the fuck Puff Daddy had them at the motherfucking gay club. Now, I'm not saying just because you go to the gay club that you gay. That's not what I'm saying, because there are plenty of straight people who go to the gay club. I know straight men who have been to the gay club. Now, usually the straight men that I know that have been to the gay club have been like with their wives or girlfriends in support of like a gay family member. You see what I'm saying? So like, for example, I'm gay. If I know someone that is straight that's going to the gay club, they're going to the gay club probably because I'm having a birthday. And so they're all coming to celebrate me. But the straight boys just ain't going to the gay club just because. Now, if they are going to the straight club on a regular Saturday, then girl, I'm sorry just to sound ignorant. And some of the other people, girl, we got some questions. We got some questions. Why is you at the club on a Saturday by yourself, sir? Yes. We want to know, why is you at the club on a Saturday? Just because. Now that's when I'm going to have some questions my damn self quiet as it's kept, okay? But yeah, straight men do go to the club. It's not that big of a deal. I remember like this one girl. Now I'm running my mouth. So girl, now I'm about to be real messy, real fast. So y'all know I used to work at the mall. Girl, this one Hispanic guy, he was Hispanic. So this gay guy I used to work with came to me. He was like, "Hey, I don't remember the guy's name, so I can't even say his name. I wouldn't say his name even if I remembered. But this gay guy who I was friends with came up to me and was like, "Hey, do you think it's strange that so and so wants to go to? That so and so went to the gay bar?" I was like, "Well, like, what do you mean he went to the gay bar?" So he told me that they went out one night. It was a celebration, and they ended up going to the gay club. I was like, "No, I don't think that's strange because they're at the place because they're celebrating someone." He was like, but then he came back and was like, "Do you want to go to the gay club tonight?" Girl, the gay bar. I was like, so he just wanted to go to the gay bar? Girl, now, girl, I said, okay, now, girl, we starting to get into strange territory. Well, bitch, it ain't strange. You know what the fuck the tea is, girl. Now, it's one thing for you to go in celebration of somebody's birthday, a promotion. It's another thing for you just to want to go hang out with the girls. Now, I'm trying to figure out why you want to hang out with the girls, sir. Did you see something that you liked? Baby, the DJ ain't jumping at no J. It was J.R.'s. I still remember. Anybody who live in Houston know J.R.'s. The DJ ain't bumping at J.R.'s. It sound like fucking our money exchange at J.R.'s. That's all. It's techno, girl, EDM. That's all they playing. They got a little karaoke in the back, a drag queen on the stage. It ain't that type of where it's jumping to the point where it's like, bitch, it's just off the chain. No. Girl, you going to JR's because, girl, you probably saw some of the white men's. Let's call a thing. You at JR's because you probably saw some of the white men's that you liked. Now, that might be a little bit ignorant for me to say, but that's just how I think, okay? Anyway, so yeah, Christian, you got some nerve. You got some nerve out here talking about, girl, if the streets say. I want y'all to stop listening to the streets like the streets are just telling y'all the truth. Girl, why do y'all listen to the streets? And why are you taking the word of a man over the woman who's sitting in front of your face? And quiet as it's kept, the truth of the matter is, you don't know who the fuck she done fucked. She could be the biggest hoe on this side of the Mississippi River. Quiet as it's kept. She could be the biggest hoe on this side of the Mississippi. If the bitch says she only slept with 3 people, then guess what? She only slept with 3 people. How the fuck you gonna figure it out? I want us to just stop trying to figure out, bitch, let me say something. What y'all need to be worried about is what somebody results say when y'all go get tested. That's it. Anything past that really ain't got shit to do with you. Only thing you need to be worried about is what the test results say. That's it. Anything past that ain't got shit to do with you. Am I wrong? Y'all be worried about the wrong thing. Y'all be worried about the wrong thing. Y'all be worried about the wrong thing. Bodies. Bodies. That's the least of your worries. Bitch. The fuck? Because she could sleep with 2 people and catch something, and a bitch who done slept with half of the football team, half of the NBA, half of the NFL could be the safest hoe walking around here. Ain't never caught a goddamn thing. But guess what? Bitch, she fucking and sucking everybody. But mama ain't got shit. But the bitch who done fucked around 1 or 2 times, right? And you worried about a bitch having bodies. Anyways, let's move on. Akbar V. So Akbar V, bitch, when I tell you Akbar V, girl, I listen. I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to upset anyone. I really, really don't. I know that y'all take prayer very seriously, but some people, when I feel like they putting on, I can't take them seriously. I just can't. And I'm sorry, Akbar V is one of those people that I just was not taking serious. Girl, Akbar was down to the motherfucking Instagram saying a prayer for Young Thug in Ghana. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the prayer that she was saying. Okay? Let's listen to this prayer, okay? Here we go.
Manara handere, ande de mehe de hande, itita handere e. I plead the blood of Jesus over them. Eh hande de mahande de e. You got the last say so. You the Lord, the King of Kings. Eh hande de me handada eh. Mama da hande de mi de mi ta ne de na. Mama da de mi tita nande de de abo matiti de abo the hande de ehena de. I plead the blood of Jititana neteta ande de na de titita nana ta hande de de matita de ta hande de ha. I thank you, Lord. Oh, glory be to God.
I said Akbar V. Now, for the girls who don't know, Akbar V is supposed to be talking in tongues. That's what we call it. Speaking in tongues, talking in tongues. Akbar is playing with the spirit. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all got to say. Akbar down here talking about Honda Accords and Tatas and TTs and pussy. I don't know what Akbar. I don't know. I said, is Akbar asking for a Honda? I said, what the fuck? Did the girl just ask for a Honda? And was she talking about her tutu? I said no, Akbar. I'm not gonna let Akbar convince me that she was being serious. Akbar was not being serious. And for the girls who take, speaking in tongues seriously, girl, don't let Akbar play with y'all like that. Don't. I feel like even me, who that's not really my ministry, girl. Even I know, and I feel like people are being serious, right? And when they're just fucking around and playing a joke and being funny. Like, to me, Akbar was being funny. But she said she was being serious. But Akbar, you playing funny. You being funny. And you playing with the spirits. Quiet as kept. Baby, this bitch said her Honda. Let's listen to it again.
Manara handere, ande de mehe de hande, itita handere e. I plead the blood of Jesus over them. Eh hande de mahande de e. You got the last say so. You the Lord, the King of Kings. Eh hande de me handada eh. Mama da de mi mi ta ne de na. Mama da de mi tita na de abo matiti de abo ta hande de ehena de. I plead the blood of Jititana neteta ande de na de titita nana ta hande de de matita de ta hande de ha. I thank you, Lord. Oh, glory be to God.
Akbar sound like she having anal sex for the first time and it's killing her. I'm sorry. Akbar sound like she getting done in her booty hole for the first time and it's killing her. That's what Akbar sound like. Akbar, why are you praying for these men to get out of jail? I don't know, girl. They say, I don't know if Ghana done did some shit. If what's his name? Young Thug done did some shit. But they say they was out here causing chaos and confusion. Why are you praying? I mean, I guess you would pray to God for some, I don't know, child. Girl, let's move on. Okay, we got a little bit. Okay, we actually doing good on time. We doing great on time, actually. All right, yeah, we about to wrap it up. Let's go ahead and talk about, girl, what we came down here to talk about, okay? We came down here to talk about Dr. Wendy and quiet as is kept, Monique. and the situation that happened, season 5. Yeah, we're going backwards a little bit. And the reason why we're going back, this is what I'm having a hard time understanding. I love the support that Wendy is receiving. But the part where I do become a little bit confused is for some of you maybe who think this way, why are you saying that Wendy now, that you don't feel sorry for Wendy because of how Wendy treated Monique in season 5? And I'm not gonna lie, I actually tried to go back last night to watch from the fight on up a few episodes to see what was actually said between Monique and Wendy and how Wendy handled her. So I really wish, and I asked this question on Twitter, can someone explain to me when y'all say that Wendy, how Wendy handled Monique, how she treated Monique, how did Wendy treat Monique? Because the only thing that I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, she was acting real high and mighty. I'm about to say something, and some of y'all may not agree with this. I think that we have to try and look at it from Wendy's point of view. Up until that point, there had been no fighting on Real Housewives of Potomac. So now you have this woman who's a doctor, who's a political commentator, who just comes into this situation. And girl, my very first time in this environment with this group friend, girl, I just meet y'all and girl, you're fighting. And then not only are you fighting, you're fighting my friend, the person who brought me into this group and introduced me to y'all. How was Wendy, the doctor with the 4 degrees and the political commentator, how was she supposed to receive what had just happened? I think that some people feel as though because Wendy said that Monique was absolutely wrong and her siding with Candace was her siding with the Green-Eyed Bandits. Wendy did not side with the Green-Eyed Bandits. Wendy had her friends back. If I had just been introduced to a group of people, if I'm coming into this friend group and my friend introduced me, blah, 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 nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice to meet you, and then I see you beat my friend up, why would I have your fucking back over my friends? I just met you. My friend brought me into this group. Why would I have a stranger's back over my friend, one, and then two, no, not even one. One, you were wrong. One, you were wrong. Let's say that part. One, you were wrong. Because even if it was my friend, I can still hold my friend accountable. But one, you were wrong for how you did my friend. And then two, she's my friend. So that's why I feel like what some people are saying, it's not adding up. You should watch the Wendy interview with Carlos King. Thank you, Jesse Ray. It's not adding up because Wendy never tore Monique down. She held Monique accountable. And the truth of the matter is, why would you not? Everybody can be taken out of the character that they try and present most of the time. We try, some of us, we try and present the best version of ourselves. That don't mean that, girl, we can't fight. That don't mean that we're not going to fight. But girl, I would rather present the best version of myself to you and not go into that spot of, girl, now bitch, y'all really seeing the, a part of me that I don't want to be out there. I don't ever remember Wendy going after Monique. I think that some people have the green-eyed bandits, Giselle, Robin, Giselle getting security. I wants nothing to do with you, as Wendy was siding with Robin and Giselle. So I'm not understanding. And another thing too I wanted to say, if anybody, no tea, no shade, if anybody turned their back on anyone, it was actually Monique turning her back on Candace. If we go back to the beginning of the season, Monique was the one who was telling Candace's business at the dinner table. Monique was the one who turned her back on Candace. Monique was the one who got caught with the audio when Candace was pissed off after the dinner. Y'all don't remember that? So if anything, Wendy did what she was supposed to do. Monique didn't do what she was supposed to do, which was have her friends back. You see what I'm saying? Wendy had Candace's back. Monique didn't have Candace's back. Wendy didn't choose to side with the green-eyed bandits. She chose what was right in her eyes, which was, girl, you violent as fuck, and you done hit my friend. Monique chose the green-eyed bandits over Candace until the green-eyed bandits decided, oh, now I'm coming after your ass. And then that's when Monique was like, I feel like I'm being iced out. Monique said that at that goddamn podcast. Go back and watch the episode. I can't even watch the episodes because, oh, that's another thing I was saying. Thank you, Sam. Kenya's friends with the green-eyed bandit. She's also physically attacked and been blamed for it. How do you think Kenya feels at this moment siding with her friends or fellow victim? Oh, that's a good question. I hope in my spirit that Kenya would choose right over wrong. Just because it's your friends doesn't mean that they have to be right? Like, that's what I'm saying about Wendy. Like, Wendy didn't have to side with Candace because that was her friend. She sided with Candace because, one, she felt like Candace was in the right. And then, two, on top of that, she's also my friend. It's kind of like when Kenya called out Eva, when Eva made that comment about nappy hair. And Kenya was like, had to explain to Eva, like, girl, you know damn well, basically, your ass can't say no shit like that. It's coming from you who got a certain texture of hair and your ass got green eyes and you getting your ass on TV talking about somebody's nappy-headed. I hope Kenya would, even with them being her friends, and especially with her being someone who has been attacked, would speak up and say what needs to be said. So all I'm saying is, like, I feel like, this is what I feel. I feel like Monique was all over the place in season 5. They know it. I feel like what's happening for some people, not all, thank God. I feel like for some people, how can I say this? Because I don't want to offend any of y'all who are Team Monique, but girl, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I feel like for some people who are like diehard, hardcore Team Monique, that you have told yourself a story in order to make yourself feel okay with what you're feeling. Because the truth is, a lot of what some people are saying, it just did not happen in season 5. It just didn't happen. It just did not happen. And instead of some of you realizing that, like, for example, Wendy was not siding with the Green Eyed Bandits. She was new to the group. And I just came into this group, and this woman who I just met just attacked my friend. We don't do violence, bitch. I'm a doctor. Okay, I'm a whole fucking doctor and a political commentator. Hell yeah. Like, what, like in real life, what did y'all expect Dr. Wendy to say? Even if Dr. Wendy was a hood rat bitch from Tennessee, what do you expect the doctor to get on TV and say? What do y'all think the professor is supposed to say on TV? Yeah, I'm glad she whooped that bitch. Y'all want her to be like Jamel Hill and be on TV at 50 years old talking about, well, where I grew up from, girl, when a bitch get hit, we getting popped. Well, the streets, well, where I grew up from, the streets say, do you know how crazy the doctor from Johns Hopkins, political commentator, would look and sound on fucking TV? Thank you, Kaisha. I think I messed your name up. And then another thing too, no tea, no shade. It's almost like kitchen table talk. Even if Wendy felt like Monique was wrong, was right, she not saying it on TV. She might say it when she get to the house, like, Candace, girl, I hate to tell you, bitch, you was dead ass wrong, and she had every right to pop your ass in the face. I couldn't say the shit on TV because, bitch, I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I'm not gonna be on TV making excuses for violence. You see what I'm saying? It's a such thing as kitchen table talk. Yes, it is a such thing. Mm-mm. We can call it what we want to call it, but it's a such thing as kitchen table talk. Sorry. It is a such thing as kitchen table talk. I don't know why we act like that does not exist. We know that exists. We know that exists. We know that we cannot come out here saying what the fuck we want to say. Because the truth of the matter is people do have careers. People do have jobs. People do have their reputation. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I know some people might not. I know some people might not believe that. But there are people out there who actually have careers and a reputation. And they have to uphold that reputation in their name. I'm just saying. So, no. No. Wendy looks like a hypocrite regardless. Houston 5713, thank you. I don't think she looks like a hypocrite. Wendy looks like someone who was defending herself, especially from someone who tried to attack her. It's one thing for you to defend yourself after someone has attacked you. See, that's the thing that some people miss. I'm not being violent just because. I'm not trying to whoop your ass just because. I'm whooping your ass because you threw a drink at me. I'm trying to whoop your ass because you didn't hit me with a purse. That's in defense. That's in defense. Because if I throw a drink, cause just imagine in real life, and this is ain't never no bullshit. It ain't never happened to me, but can you imagine somebody throwing a drink in your face? If that alcohol would have gotten into Wendy's eyes, a bitch can go blind for at least 10 seconds. Can you imagine some fucking vodka getting into your goddamn eyeballs? The fuck? Like y'all think that y'all you're like I don't know how people don't grasp that. Can you imagine a bitch throwing some alcohol and it connecting to your eyeballs? How that shit will burn and sting? Don't let you have no fucking contacts in your eyes. It's really over for a few minutes until you can get your shit together. Can you imagine a bitch having to pour water in your eyes so you can see? Hold up. To the Monique and Mia supporters in the chat, who you think Mia is a hypocrite? What was Wendy supposed to do in the situation? Sit there and take the abuse? Exactly. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's not Wendy is not a hypocrite. She's standing against violence. I'm not standing against me protecting myself. I'm not standing against me defending myself. Period. And Dr. Wendy was upset because she was assaulted and no one stood up and said anything. That's the part that y'all are missing. I was just assaulted. I just had a drink thrown at me and a purse thrown at me, and y'all now have done a 180 and tried to make it seem as though it's okay. But last year, when it was Monique, you were against violence. Now that it's happening again, now somehow it's my fault and you're okay with it. Throwing a drink in somebody's face is assault. Because the truth of the matter is, if a grown ass man walked up to you and threw a drink in your face, I guarantee you wouldn't think that it was cute. If a grown ass man like Jason Lee threw a drink in your face like he threw a drink in Hazel's face, I guarantee you'll be wanting to get your husband, your boyfriend, your gay friend, your cousin to go beat that nigga ass. Why are we acting like that, y'all? I think that's the part that can get frustrating too, when people purposely start to act like they don't understand what the fuck is going on. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. If a man had turned around and threw a purse at you, or a pocketbook, or his Gucci messenger bag, it would be an issue. Why are we acting like that? Why are we acting like that? Why are we acting like that? I just think that some people know Tino Shade. They have went back and rewrote whatever exchange that they say happened between Wendy and Monique, which was pretty much none. Because I also think, correct me if I'm wrong, Wendy also said that she didn't really know Monique well enough and that she was pretty much going to let Candace decide on how she wanted to handle the situation. Did Wendy not say that also? Did Wendy not say in season 5 that I don't really know Monique like that? I was just introduced to her. So whatever Candace wants to do, I'm going to stand beside her. So again, I feel like some people have went back and tried to rewrite season 5 and add stuff and take stuff out that did not happen. Now all of a sudden, Wendy saying that Monique was wrong for hitting my friend. Now it's, oh, and now you understand what Monique was going through. Monique didn't even understand what she was going through, because quiet as it's kept, one of the biggest parts that y'all are leaving out, and I hate to even go back, but girl, we already going back, is Monique knew that information 2 years prior to it even going down. That's the part y'all keep missing out. Monique knew that information 2 years prior to season 5. Monique knew that information 2 years prior to season 5. Monique knew that information 2 years prior to season 5. Monique knew that information 2 years prior to season 5 starting. And she didn't even care. She didn't even care. And you know whose side she chose to be on? Candace, she chose to be on Robin's and Giselle's side. Because remember, Monique was the one who actually said she wasn't upset then, Rodney G's. Why would she not be upset then? Why? So you get set up. So hold on, let me make sure I got this right. She wasn't upset when she heard about it, so she got upset 2 years later. So she thought she had to think about it for 2 years to figure out if she was mad or not. So somebody is about to start a rumor about your child not being your husband's, and it takes you 2 years to figure out if you're going to be mad about it or not? Girl. Sister. Sister. Okay. I mean, I guess. And then okay, I mean, you said it. Okay, I mean, I can't change your mind. And then, because they said it happened at Andy's baby shower. They said it happened at Andy's baby shower when all of this supposedly went down. And then on top of that, girl, the truth of the matter is Monique was the one who said that they should ice Candace out. Monique said that about her own friend. Y'all don't remember Monique telling Robin at the baby shower and high-fiving Robin and saying, maybe we should ice her out? Girl. But y'all mad at Wendy for having Candace's back. But Monique had Candace's back. Girl, okay, girl. Okay, I mean, I guess, child. If that didn't happen, girl, correct me. I mean, I don't know, child. So at the end of the day, child, at the end of the day, and then we done, because we've been on here for over an hour. At the end of the day, what it comes down to me is, especially when it comes down to Dr. Wendy and Monique, Wendy didn't do shit to Monique. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. And that's what it comes down to. All right. That's it. Girl, you missed the whole live, girl. We done. It's been a busy day. And Wendy don't owe Monique nothing. Girl, I just met you. Girl, I just met you 72 hours ago. Rodney, they make any excuse for their faves, but bottom line, Wendy is right no matter if you like her or not. She right. She's right. She was right. She was right then. She was right then, and she right now. I don't have no problem calling out Wendy when I feel like Wendy is full of shit. Like when her and Karen teamed up last year, I was like, girl, Wendy, you know damn well. I looked at Wendy like she was a goddamn fool. Because ain't nobody who gonna sit here and say that I pretty much don't fit the aesthetic of the group gonna have the nerve to think that I'm gonna team up with them. Did I say Mia? Hey, Rodney, just got hold on, I'm acting like just got some time to myself. Thanksgiving. Oh shit, he was troubling where my hubby said I need to stop watching it. Okay, he might be right. This is a delusional cast where viewers aren't entertained. Good night. Good night, Debbie. Greta, I'm not gonna let it. I think that we all, including myself, I think that we all get emotionally invested in these shows, especially when we know some fuck shit is going on. But you know, like I was saying today in my review, I'm going to try not to let these shows get me there, because at the end of the day, and I've said this too, I think it is up to us to decipher what you think. Mia is trans. Mia is not trans. Now, Mia not trans. But we have to decipher what's real and what's fake, because we know all this shit ain't real. But when it gets to a point where it is getting real, like Wendy and Mia about to fight, that was real. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Like, some of the shit we know is fake. That's why it's kind of, you have, I guess we have to be our own, judge of character, or, to determine what's real and what's fake. Because, excuse me, again, some of the shit be fake. But when you start putting your hands on people, baby, that shit is real. Wendy and Mia, that shit was real. That shit that happened last night at that dinner table, that shit was real. Portia and Kenya, that shit was real. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dr. Heavenly and Quad last season arguing, fussing, and fighting at Dr. Jackie's house, that shit was fake. You see what I'm saying? Like, all that beef that Dr. Jackie and Heavenly had last year, all that shit was fake for Quad to get back as a full-time housewife. That's it. So we have to kind of figure out what's real and, again, what's fake. Hey, Morgan. What was Amelia impersonation? I was like, what Mia impersonation? August Alsina came out. Girl, what? What y'all talking about? Girl, stop making shit up. Girl, stop lying in my chat. He came out as what? Wendy didn't have to team up with Karen. Karen had to team up with Wendy. Because Wendy would have been okay. Quiet as it's kept, Karen was actually on the outskirts when you really break it down. Wendy didn't need Karen at that point. Karen needed Wendy. Because when you really think about it, Monique had left the show. Wendy really hadn't done anything to anybody. I mean, they could have still came after Wendy. But Wendy had Candace. Candace wasn't fucking with Wendy. I mean, so listen, this is what it was. Going into season 6, Giselle wasn't fucking with Karen, nor Robin. Candace wasn't fucking with Karen. And Wendy really wasn't fucking with Karen. So Karen put all her eggs in one basket, quiet as it's kept. And then when Monique decided to come back, Karen was on an island by herself. So you had all these girls over here, and then Karen by herself. And so Karen had to team up with somebody, because Karen was probably going to be next on Giselle's hit list. I don't know. Because, I don't know. It still could have been, it probably was going to be Candace anyways. Because Candace was supposed to be, Candace was supposed to be the lick for season 5. Monique fucked it up when she hit her. So now it's Candace's turn. But they going after Candace through Chris. That's how it's working out this season. Girl, what y'all talking about? Y'all keep talking about August Alsina. What is y'all talking about? Girl, what are y'all? Girl, hold up. Because, bitch. I feel like y'all lying. I feel like y'all lying. Okay, I don't see nothing on Neighborhood Talk. August Alsina shows person who's been teaching him more about love. Bitch, I don't know what's going on. Bitch, I just watched it. Oh, girl. Bitch, I don't. Okay, I'm sorry for calling y'all a liar. I'm not gonna say y'all a liar, but I'm not gonna say y'all quite telling the truth. Bitch, it's something. Okay, baby, I gotta go. I done started sweating. Oh my god. I don't. Bitch, I don't know. Bitch, I am. Bitch, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, girl. Girl, I just watched it. The reason I watched it because I was reading I was reading the closed caption. It was on. It's on the shade room with the closed caption. I was reading it as I was watching it. That's how I knew what he was saying. I don't know, girl. I see. Well, okay, now here I go. Here I go. Okay, so I think. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix. We're gonna have to talk about this later because I don't know what's going on. Because I feel like also August is on this journey. Like August is not. I'm about to say something that's probably not. That's I know a lot of y'all probably not gonna agree with, but the way that August presents himself to me without trying to go down that road of like, oh, he's gay, is like he has a new outlook on life where even if he's saying that I met someone and they taught me, the definition of true love and how it is, it could really be on some spiritual shit, just a new outlook on life and ain't got nothing to do with him being gay. I don't know. Because when August talks, he don't talk just like some regular nigga from the hood. He still got some regular nigga ways, like when he didn't want to tell that Tory had assaulted him, attacked him at the club, at the thing. I was just gonna leave it alone. Right, that's what. Maybe it could be a life coach. Cause y'all know I'm not gonna mind making. Let me tell you one thing about the two things for sure. I'm not gonna mind making August gay. Cause August, y'all know I've been going for August for a minute now. But I feel like this could be like on some life coach type of shit. It is not necessarily what some of us made, or what I initially thought it was when I first. Because I don't think August is. He don't really think. You know what I'm saying? He gives you pansexual, demisexual. There's so many sexuals out here, honey. I don't know. I'm wait. Now I gotta watch the fucking show. I'm gonna wait to watch the show to see what the fuck August talking about. I'm gonna say this much. If August come out and say he not gay, then I don't think he's gay. I don't know, girl. Y'all know this my man, honey. Girl, I don't know what August out there doing, honey. Girl, let me watch this show, see what August fucking talking about. He said he was demisexual. Girl, y'all know I'm about to turn it. Y'all know I'm about to turn this motherfucking laptop up looking for information on August. Cause August, if you gay, just let me know. I probably ain't August type. August is like he like him light skinned and small. You know, I'm a big dark nigga. So I might not be August's type. Shit. But August, you mine though. Oh, child. Okay. We're going to talk about it because I'm not going to be on here all night trying to dissect if August like boys or not. I don't know if August like, he like him real petite like he do. He look like he like him real petite. Girl, and I ain't petite or nothing like that. I'm a big solid nigga, okay? All right, y'all. I'm gone. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Girl, we can always agree to disagree. Girl, on the Monique stuff, we're going to have to agree to disagree. I love y'all so much for watching. Girl, it's not that deep, okay? We're going to get into arguments. You going to say what y'all got to say. I'm going to say what I got to say. And girl, we're going to be back tomorrow talking about some new people. And we might be talking about season 5 again next week, arguing all over again. And it's going to be what it's going to be. Okay? All right. Bye, y'all. I'm gone.